everyone and welcome to the Captain's Video Blog. We are Saturday, August the 20th, 2016, and I activated my fan during the day, to keep me fresh and everything. Turns out probably wasn't the day I had most use for it, because it was all a pretty fresh day. The rain early in the morning probably was a sign of things to come, because the whole day was pretty cloudy, pretty windy, and overall not very hot and summery. Though, I remember July of 2010, yeah, I would say that, where for most of the month, temperatures rarely got over 25 degrees. I remember going to the Tour de France stage that was close to my home. Now maybe it's 2011 then, because 2010 was the last year I went to the Tour de France with my grandfather, and it was actually pretty hot. So yeah, it might have been 2011. So yeah, I went with a pretty heavy jacket on. So yeah, I'm pretty used to days in summer being fairly cold for summer, because I would guess that in the middle of the winter, reaching 20 degrees would be, a very hot and sunny day. Anyway, so we're probably around maybe 20 minutes away from NXT Brooklyn 2. If there's no other name, I know that it's, the tentative name is NXT Takeover Brooklyn 2, because they used kind of, they wanted to make it very Brooklyn, but very 90s Brooklyn, because with the gentrification and all, Brooklyn is not that gangster anymore. So yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah, they made this huge bling thing with the 2 in Roman numerals hanging over the logo. So yeah, I guess should be pretty interesting. Let's be honest. There's going to be a match for the tag titles between the Revival, who, once they changed their gimmick from the Mechanics to the Revival, I always thought it was strange to have Scott Dawson always do the hillbilly, the redneck and all that. It's okay and everything, but just add some change. Doesn't even feel like he's doing his own thing. So yeah, they're defending the titles against Gargano and Ciampa. I see Gargano and Ciampa getting really close to winning, but not doing it now. We'll see. The Cien Andrade Almas against Bobby Roode. That's going to be I wouldn't say easy victory for Roode, but it should be a victory for Roode, because of course, he will get his ass handed to him later. Austin Aries is facing No Way Jose. I see Aries going over, because yeah, there's a match for the women's title between Asuka and Bayley. Oh boy, who am I seeing on top? I would say Bayley, because I don't know. It feels strange to say that, because I see Bayley going out on going up, being called up to one of the 2 main roster shows. Probably more. I like her more on SmackDown than on Raw. But feel good story. Or Asuka wins, but she's very, very good, and she, leaves the ring and lets Bayley have her last ovation, standing ovation. That would be good, I guess. I think there are other matches. Of course, there is the Shinsuke Nakamura versus Samoa Joe. I don't see Joe retaining, because Shinsuke Nakamura, come on now. should be a very busy 2 hours. We'll see if, like last year, the women's match sucks the life out of the crowd for the main event. It was very, it was kind of sad to have a ladder match between Finn Balor and Kevin Owens being just, we're giving you room to breathe. There's going to be some spots, but just, let the previous match sink in. What can I really talk about? There was some football today in the Olympics where Germany has lost to Brazil on penalties at the end of the finals of the Olympic tournament. Football, men's soccer. There was the Fortune Cup where MLP, the fucking bullshit goal at the end by Rape against R9K. Of course, I didn't want any of the teams to win, but there's no way both can be disqualified. I'm still pissed that the fucking ponies that got qualified, because R9K was doing pretty much a siege of MLP's goal during the last 20 minutes, and on one very lucky break at 90+5, MLP go all out, get a corner kick, the Rape goals, disgusting opportunism. M1 against AN 5-3 with an impressive comeback. They were down, I think 2-0 at halftime, and then 2-1, 3-2, 3-1, 3-2, 3-3, and 5-3 in the extra time. That was pretty amazing. I think ADV won against S4S. That's I think a rematch of the last game of the group stage of the 2015 Fortune Autumn Baby Cup. And that was again a match where the winner would advance and the loser would not, because I think that both had a chance of qualifying for the round of 16, but they had to win. One had to win. That's I think ADV won because I've seen 2 goals by Suicide. Suicide I think is a golden boot. He's like on 11 goals with those 2 goals. So we'll see tomorrow actually with the final day. The quarterfinals, in the semifinals and the final, and the final boss that will probably stomp on the winner, because obviously I've discovered that VED for the promos actually redid the tournament to have the cutscenes of teams being eliminated, like for the trailer of the 2014 Fortune's Autumn Baby Cup, because I rewatched the matches and there was no cutscenes of A being, just ridden by the guilt of letting their fans down and being eliminated by fucking HR and SP and K and all the big teams getting relegated, really. I do think he also made the cutscenes for TRV winning the cup. Props to him, despite the fact that he is always on the side of MLP. He didn't do the huge promo for the first match that was, a rout against O, which, could be O's year, because O won 6-1 against F. That's not the biggest victory in the history of O. That's a 6-0, but the biggest defeat, the biggest loss in the history of F. So it might as well be O's year. We will see. The memes will be unstoppable if O wins the cup. But to do that, they will, I think, have to go through MLP, because I think they are on the same side of the bracket. So we'll see. Anyway, and there was French football. The Ligue 1 is a championship that I despise what's going on, and that I really miss, really enjoy seeing again when it's not going on. So Toulouse won 4-1 against Bordeaux, which means that either Bordeaux is really bad or Marseille was pretty good. I don't believe in the latter. Bastia just blew the fuck out Lorient, 2 red cards for Lorient, 3-0 victory for Bastia. Holy cow, that was pretty damn big. I think Lille won in the last moments against Dijon. Rennes won against Nancy 2-0. Have Paris played? No, they are playing tomorrow. Good thing, Canal Plus is finally realizing that having Marseille on the final match, on Sunday night prime time, is going to make some audience, but it's not guaranteeing good football, because holy shit, Marseille's games lately have been fucking appalling. At least 0-0 against Bordeaux, 0-0 against Toulouse, 0-0 against Guingamp. I think the latter two, the first and the last, are probably among the least, the most badly rated games in the history of Canal Plus, with around 5 something out of 20. So yeah, that's pretty bad. Tomorrow they're playing against Guingamp, and as much as last year I really, wanted to feel bad about Guingamp, this year they have, I wouldn't say that they have sacked their coach, but they have sold him to Bordeaux, so I guess I don't give a fuck anymore. They can go all out on Guingamp, and they should, really. The track record against Guingamp last season was a defeat 2-1 after, on the heels of winning 6-0 against Troyes, and a 0-0 that should be forgotten. So yeah, it's going to be a stacked day tomorrow too. SummerSlam and the final day of the Summer Cup, and Marseille is playing against Guingamp, and I think there's more Olympics probably. So yeah, that's going to be heavy. Anyway, yeah. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow with a little recap of NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 2, or EEII, whatever you call the letter. Goodbye.